we making a killing. I write my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in the block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
He'll take this to the 46. The Colts at 7-3 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Ryan, a little pop pass. Jet sweep. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Give him 3 on first down. That'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Hey, 59, ready?
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. Touchdown! Mo Cox, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place.
As Sanders has it pumped free, and the Colts pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
That good for 22 and a first down. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47.
21-0 our score after 1.
Colts 21, Eagles 0.
2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the shotgun, Ryan. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On third down, Ryan. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted it. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Ryan. And this one complete to Doolin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 10
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Room here to run. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
In motion goes the tight end. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up third down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. coaches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On the counter, it's Taylor. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Complete to Ashton Doolin. Brings up 3rd down.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced to take him to 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 65 yards. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Hurts will throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 29, Ryan hits his target to tight end Mo Alley-Cox. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a give to Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written him off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
21!
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. That one finds Pierce right side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw again is Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hey, check! Got it!
from midfield now. Here's Ryan. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. Touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce, 50 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burt sets up to throw it. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger.
Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath and you're...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
They had a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, pass Pascal able to haul that one in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
A big gain on the play. But it's third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on third down. And Pascal's got it. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts 15-yard line.
Ready!
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And he's got it. And the Eagles are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Cougar 19! County Lions!
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Miles Sanders with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20.
47, Eagles 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They run once more with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the